It's dark at that time, and the curtains are closed. Just then, at night, I'll start again because they're just coming in. So, welcome. You're just coming at the exciting moment because we're just about to begin. When it gets night and dark, and when the curtains are closed, that's the time when sinful activities are at their best. Curtains closed, nobody knows what's going on. Who will see what I'll do? Nobody will know. I will do it with the curtains closed. And even the neighbors who are always watching with binoculars will not see what we are doing. Yes. We will enjoy. Yes, you may. Curtains closed and even binoculars don't see. But the guilt will remain. So there is guilt. When we break Krishna's rules, then there's guilt. And this guilt we carry along, and it piles up with the guilt from last week, and with the guilt from last year, and with the guilt from last life, and lots of other guilt. So there's like a mountain of guilt in our heart. And the result, how do you feel? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really happy, you know. I don't know. And then, I don't know, I feel heavy. I feel heavy. But when you're a devotee, and actually everything you do is pure. Everything you eat is pure. Nothing contaminated. And when it comes to sinful activities, you just don't do them. You know, you just don't do them. I was on a train, and there were two girls, young girls, maybe 12. And they looked nice and innocent, and they're sitting opposite of me, and they were having a conversation, quite loud, you know. So it was all nice, and I was listening to it, and then one of the girls says to the other one, yeah, you take whiskey sometimes? And I go, these little girls, they take whiskey, right? And I start giggling, yeah, whiskey, you know, and it's like a whole giggle about whiskey. And I thought, this is mad. Whiskey is filthy stuff. It's horrible. It tastes miserable, and if you take a little bit too much, then you need a bucket under your bed, you know, so it's not so good, whiskey, I can tell you that. But it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. I smoked my first cigarette when I was 6 years old. Because, yeah, I stole it from my father, who was also a smoker, and went with a friend into the forest, and of course you get really sick. Crazy. But why are people doing these things? Why are they doing these crazy things? Because it's the age of Kali. In the age of Kali, all these things are normal. Fathers are smoking like chimneys, right? Mothers are drinking. Yes. Little girls have whiskey as well. Yeah. So if you start that way, yeah, then what are little boys doing? I don't want to know it. Yeah? Don't tell me, okay? But these things are going on, the sinful activities. And all these sinful activities leave a load in our heart. Feelings of guilt, feelings of darkness, and the result is not happy. So how different is Krishna consciousness? Because all that goes. It goes away. What is Krishna consciousness? No whiskey, no smoking, no, nothing, no, not even tea or coffee, no. All these things, they are not being taken in Krishna consciousness. So the result is that one becomes more and more light, because all guilt, all impurity disappears, and we just gradually we become actually pure. Pure in action, then pure in mind, then pure in heart. And the result is, then you're free. Free from anxiety. When there is guilt, then you are guilty. There's not only a feeling of guilt, you are guilty. And even when the curtains are closed, the neighbors may not see it with their binoculars, although they see everything that's going on in the house. Everyone's watching everybody. But even the curtains closed, there are 13 witnesses to everything we do. The day, the night, the earth, the sky, the demigods, and Yamaraj, and the directions, and the Supersoul. And 13 is a long list, so I don't remember all 13, but I came a long way, I think. Whatever we do is witnessed. You heard of Jagai and Madai? Yeah, I think so. You know, two brothers, Jagai and Madai. Hey, you know, hey, Jagai, hey, Madai, you know, yeah, right. They were a bit on the rough side, yeah. Jagai and Madai, they used to hit the bottle, or in those days it was more a jug, right? A clay jug, but they were serious about it. They drink a lot. They were from good Brahmin families, but you know, I mean, sort of lost track of all that somewhere along the line, and it got quite bad. They used to burn people's houses down with the people inside sometimes as well. So they were a bit fired up. There was definitely a problem with Jagai and Madai. Jagai and Madai, it said, committed so many sinful activities, and Yamaraj is keeping, has a whole team that keeps account of these things. So it is said that Chitragupta, he is the scribe. He's arranging that everything is recorded. And then Chitragupta has many messengers. And in the case of Jagai and Madai, the messengers that were reporting the sinful activities were running up and down and just bringing more and more news and falling exhausted by the wayside. And then there were so many records that Yamaraj didn't know where to keep them anymore. Jagai and Madai were like that. So, but it is said that Jagai and Madai, although they had so many bad habits, they became devotees. And when they became devotees, they became totally transformed, completely transformed. So, in this way, Krishna consciousness is free from sinful activities. And that immediately is a great source of happiness. Immediately, a relief. One becomes light, one becomes free, one has no fear. Right? See, if you've done something, yeah, you're always sort of a little nervous. But someone might find out. It's like tension, stress, constant stress. If you're a compulsive liar, yeah? Yes, everybody does it sometimes, you know. If it's not a white lie, then it's a green one, a red one, or a black one, right? They cut them in all colors of the rainbow. Lying, yes. At one point, lying becomes compulsive. You can't stop it.